Visit the village, Church Farm.
Don't forget to stop coming in here, mate.
Oh, I know, I nearly knocked myself out twice.
What we're doing, we're going to go through into the
Back room, yeah.
Into the back room, yeah. I can get everyone spread out.
I can actually hear humming. Is somebody humming?
Is anyone humming?
Just to let you know, the cupboards, excuse me, the cupboards came open. The lads have closed the cupboards, alright. So we've come back in, the cupboards have opened, they've actually closed them again. So, whoever showed me the person with the curtains, can I have a picture of that?
Me.
Yeah, is that brilliant?
Yeah.
I just want to show the other Andy as well. Oh, sorry.
Woke him up.
Woke him up again, that's twice. As I always say, we don't...
Whoa, look at his with his blue line.
There it is.
It looks like an alien coming towards me.
God, that's on a good day.
Yeah, it's even worse on a bad day.
Right, okay.
It's scarier than anything that'll happen here.
We don't want to know your bedroom,
Of
Auntie.
course you can.
Oh, so I'm going to test them out, yeah?
Please.
Oh, go on, Lisa.
It's like a little, there'll be a little switch at the back.
Stop him in here.
So you've got night vision.
There you go.
We've got Doctor Who in the house now with the Dalek. Exterminate.
Takes some getting used to.
Does.
So, if do you want me to go
Sorry for
dark?
blinding anybody.
It's alright.
Actually, it's just really foggy, isn't
You look like fish from Atlanta or something like.
it? Get your mouth in now.
Yeah, that's just go in, Lisa. Go and stand in the other room.
Yeah, there's no other light.
I literally can't see anything. I think.
What with night vision?
So I'll take current.
Right,
I can see just.
right. Just,
Without the torch.
yeah. You just get your zone in there. Lisa, if you're touch, pushed, scream. Just scream out loud. Right, okay. The chap, forgot your name, sorry, because you haven't given me. Trev.
I forgot it.
All right, so Gary, this lady has got the gentleman that was stood behind you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Fantastic capture, darling.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
and as soon as you
my
said, look at this, I picked up straight away on the curtain, and then you went, oh, by the way, as well, the curtain. So we've both seen that at the same time, so we'll let you show that gentleman. You can show Andy that as well later, that's a fantastic capture.
Yeah.
What have we got? I'm going to put the EVP on, which I went for before, and we got distracted with the alarm, didn't we? Because that's what I said, so you have to remind me where I am. It's just like, I feel like I'm on stage doing a gig and I don't know where I am tonight.
Well, next weekend.
Oh, God. Village Church Farm, Skegness, EVP session 1 in a little thatched cottage with loads of people, and we're going to go quiet as well. If you want to talk into this device, feel free. Had some amazing captures with that, like a Drake Low and stuff like that before in the past. If you can say anybody's names in here, that'd be fantastic. That'd
Mel.
be really good. It's okay. You give us a sensuous smell, a bang, a push, a pull. Any ailments that you could give any of my friends you suffered with? Can you give us a noise above us, because nobody above us at all? After that flat cap now, I'm after one of them. Got a convertible, so it's, I need one. Getting a bit chill.
Patches on it.
Oh no. Not going to say what I'm going to say, Trev. Is it off the headboard?
Right?
He wishes. He wishes.
You get used to my banter. Right, come on, spirits. Go quiet in the other room, please. All right, okay. I wasn't telling you off.
Sorry.
Does anyone want to do on their own in that room? See what you get. Lois trying. You okay?
Yeah.
How's your glasses?
Quite blurry.
Yeah,
But no,
I
it's
think the lens need cleaning on them a bit, so.
You should have gone to Specsavers.
I've been told that.
Right. Okay. Spirit energies, can you come in and around? Give us a bang, a knock, a bump. Just the basic usuals, you know how we work. You touch anyone, moving on, make my phone get an incoming text.
You're not on flight mode.
It's on live, love,
Yeah.
so it's not going to affect it,
Yeah.
that. It might affect that, but
See if you could have had somebody else other than Gary before, or Lisa.
that's what I'll do. I'll try and show them. I've got that protruding mouth again. My features I feel will be changing, where I feel my teeth are coming forwards with my mouth is more sticking out, basically, a bit like Freddie. Okay, but this is what I was seeing when I was looking at you up there from that female. Alright, okay. Any spirits around? Do you want to show yourselves? Come and interact with us, come and blend with us. And I'll see if I can link in with this lady, but she's over there, that lady. I don't know who's in here at the minute. If anyone gets any names, just find them out. Got a very ancient name of Jonah. Now Jonah could be also bad luck.
Perhaps the relevant one.
We'll have that. Okay. Just going to go and see where I need to stand. I'm stand next to you, Pete. You want to swap? I was just going to say I'm going to stand there, just there. You swap places because I'm drawn to the energy being here, and then. It's okay, just. Now I don't know male or female, but I'm rocking already. The energy's coming around and blend with me. Tell me what you see. You call them forward.
What am I meant to be doing?
And just keep watching.
Okay.
I'm asking spirits to blend with me, help me, and show themselves through me. Talk to me, folks, because I can't see it. If there's nothing there, it's fine. Just call them forward. Just overshadow me and work with me. Male, very thick eyebrows. Yes or no?
Yes.
Thank you. Impatient. Seeing is believing, folks. This has nothing to do with me, this chap. He's from here.
Not really wrinkly.
I love you too, Lisa. Got any dove cream? Do you want to have a go and see if you look wrinkly?
Thank you.
It's alright. Well, look out, my light's gone off now.
Oh. Hope no one's got epilepsy.
Right, okay, do you see that? Do you see the chap?
Yeah.
Okay, I would presume a little bit smaller than me. Statue's
Yeah.
about here.
That's a bit hard, sorry.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Did he
Yeah?
have an injury?
Do what?
Did he have an injury? On his face?
Let's see. Let's see if he's got a scar.
On the nose?
Just put your hand on. I feel uncertain on his feet, not me. I think he'd look a little bit dirtier face.
Yeah.
Scrubbish, needs a good scrub. Again, I'm drawn to that far corner as well. I'd say quite getting on a bit now, as my friend said. Oh,
Nose seems to be
they wouldn't have
pointy
lived.
nose. Got a pointy
They wouldn't
nose.
have lived to a great age back in the day. Very shaky. Do you want to stand here and see if I can get some wrinkles? Do you want to have a go and see if I can do this for you?
Do you
Go
feel
on, you wanna
like
go?
you
Go
were
on.
gone quite a long while ago? Or
Very
not?
long. I am talking well dated from the land. I feel, again, I've written 1200s back on there is the oldest date I've got. I would feel he's going back to the 1200s. You brave?
Oh, what?
Spirit energies come and mix and blend with my friend. It's just spirit's working with somebody.
It's the chaos.
It's okay. Do you want to talk through my friend? Feel free. Do you want to use
Yeah,
my...
let's not do that.
Okay, that's fine. Look at somebody else. Can you overshadow my friend and come in around my friend as well? Can you take the light down? Come on. Do you feel the quivering of the feet, the quivering of the legs?
Back of the knees.
Back of the knees, and then you'll just start to mix and blend with him now. Fully show us yourself for us, please. Come on, sir, come in the room. Come in the room. I've not got the blending up top yet on the...
Face is going a bit.
Is it?
Just under the eyes.
Just under the eyes. Fully show yourself, sir. Come and work. Come in the room and work with me, please. Sorry.
If you can morph me into like Jennifer Lopez, that'd be great.
I'm not a miracle worker, darling. Banter. That's banter. I'm not being, that's just banter. I am being pushed from behind.
Yeah, you're looking up from front.
Did you notice us 10 foot away when I said that? Spirit energies in the room. Come and mix and blend. I've got an energy to your left hand side as well. Now I'm seeing an energy in the door there. Okay, I'll take that as the white. That's fine. Don't mind debunking.
That's what I thought I saw a face, but it's not.
Okay. His face is more protruding now and he feels a little bit more angrier to like what's going on. Where am I? What am I doing here? Can you overshadow my friend? Come in, mix and blend.
Why do I see a sad mouth?
Do you know,
That's
I
fine.
just saw exactly the same thing.
Did you?
That's okay,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not just
that's
me.
fine. It works in
out.
different ways
Yeah,
with
it
the
just
angles
went
that you're looking at as well.
Almost
We don't
can't.
like that.
That's fine. Are you sad, sir? Yes or no? Would you like to talk to me? Yes or no? Thank you. When I click, it's just me blending the energy into the aura of Lisa. You've been following me around all night?
That was like my knee.
Can you confirm it's the date I've written on the table? I can't remember it at the minute, like 1208 or something like that. 1200s. Are you from the 1200s, sir? Forwards for yes. Thank you. I'm seeing a big cross, and not with the person. I'm seeing like a headstone of the symbol.
I literally just thought about that.
Did you?
I did.
Wow.
Weird.
He's showing. That's
Like-
what he was showing
like
me.
On a grave, sort of.
Yeah, the grave, and that's
Yeah.
what he was showing me. Okay. Are you the chap that's drawing me to the nearest church here? Thank you. My friend's
He's been in a surreal. He really is.
yeah, my friend's a blind lady. She's a white witch. She's pagan. She links in. She gave to me tonight. You need to go to the church because someone there wishes to talk to you. They've stepped in. All right. If it's on the text, I'll show you. All right. So that's who I feel
If
that
it's
this
the
chap
church
is.
that's the closest to here,
Yeah.
that's the oldest building in Skegness, and the farmhouse is the second oldest. It's the
Right.
second oldest building and the oldest residential.
And that would make sense to me.
Which is the
Yeah.
oldest church?
St Clements, but that's the oldest building, full stop, in Skegness, and then the farmhouse is
Right.
the second
Got
oldest.
him. There you go. What's that say?
And the farmhouse is the
Where's
oldest
St Clements?
residential.
Is that in the middle of the
Do you
road?
know
Sorry,
how many
sorry.
areas on
Sorry.
North,
Okay.
On the parade.
And that time was.
no, right near, right near.
It says, oh yeah.
You know
2,
where the
10 to 3 this
footpaths are,
afternoon.
aren't
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. 10 to 3 this afternoon.
Oh,
10,
I know, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go back, Jenny. Who would you
10 to
get?
3 this afternoon to receive this because we're working. Stop it. 10 to 3 this afternoon. That's who I've got now. Okay.
St Clements Church.
Okay. Just bear with me. Still with us, Lise? Not running home? And the vodka there.
Yeah.
Pass it over.
Okay. I know he's not as blending as much with Lisa at the minute.
Sorry, that's my fault.
That's all right. You
Okay.
can make a noise with the bottle, that's fine. Are you the Benedictine monk? I'll ask it again. The Benedictine monk. Thank you. I've shown about 4 or 5 people the text I received today at 10 to 3. There's a chap in the churchyard. He's the monk. He's from 1200 odds. This is the oldest energy I've linked in with tonight. When I go to a place and I travel and I go towards it, I get the year and the decade of the most aged one that comes through first, and then the history unfolds and the onion layers come forward through the generations after that. So from the 1200s, if I come back here in 3 weeks' time, it'll be something from the 1800s and then earlier dates as well. It doesn't matter which way around it comes. Okay. Do you know the person as well with the holy water? Right, okay, I'll rephrase that. You're happy I carry holy water. Can you talk through, my friend? Can you give us your voice? Starting to go, isn't he? Starting to...
I've had a dry mouth off since I've been here.
That's, he's trying to...
It's fine as soon as I step outside.
Yeah.
And like in the other building as well.
Okay, if anybody else wants to stand there, feel free. Do you know what I mean? Right, okay.
I like the fact about how much he's interacting with her. So
That's
it's
okay.
horrible for her, but good for us.
Okay. Can you make a noise in and around us, please? And I know what he's just said to me, and you might have got this. Did you get a number of 15 just?
No.
That's okay, that's fine. I've got by my team, he's saying, I've been waiting like 15 years for this.
Okay.
Not him with the time, but he's been waiting for me to come over this neck of the woods. Okay? No time conception up there. Okay. Can you confirm 15 years? Can you confirm? Right, stay there because I'm going to bring him right in now.
If I get possessed,
No.
not in you.
That's all right. You won't be the first and you won't be the last. And I've done quite a lot of them. It's because you're just female. He's a little bit confused.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not going to say what I'm going to say on camera, but he's got no dangly bits. I told you, that's okay. It's all right. But you might get the link as well.
Okay.
You might come stronger. Somebody else might come in now. I don't know. Gives a sentient smell. Anything. Feel really small on this chap. Feel like I need to rest as well. What do you say?
I don't know what you're doing.
It's all right. I feel like I need to rest. Feel like
Do you know what? I
Stumble
was getting
down.
this stabbing pain in the corner of my eye.
Okay.
Since I've moved here,
you're all right.
I've got nothing.
It's fine. Tell me what you see. If you tell me when he comes back in.
The cheeks are gone, she'll be here again.
I love you.
Can you whisper in
You see the light pushed out a little bit just down the stairs.
All right.
there? So your face just seems like swell.
Really,
round.
yeah. Yeah.
Really rounded.
What it does as well, that if anyone done any scrying, that's exactly the same. So when people are doing that, if you look like 6 inches past the head, that's when you'll get the blend of the depth of the energy that's trying to come in and blend. All right. So if anyone's
So you need
done
to
any
look past your
scrying,
face.
if anyone does any scrying, look 6 inches past when you're looking and focusing, because what you're doing is you're bringing the energy in then. If anyone want to do any calling out, you're all right.
Yeah.
You don't feel angry.
I'm alright.
Not going to string me up.
No.
That's all right. It's all right. The actual coldness here, I know the door's open, but it's absolutely Baltic. My backside's cold. Hey,
My leg is this side.
is it? I know the door's open, but it just seems to be swirling in and around here. So, step back in a little bit. Might be totally somebody different, might be the same person. And give us some more activity while this is going on as well, that'd be great. Scare every one of them if you can. Tell me what you see, darling. I can't hardly see you, folks.
It does.
Yeah, like
It's
top
not
here,
sure
like
if it's
bulging
a
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Forward,
definitely
looks
bulging.
forward, pronounced.
Does he look Neanderthal? Does he look a little
Yeah.
bit?
Like the eyes seem quite sunken as well.
Yeah.
So more set back.
Cheeks are puffed out again, down here, with the strips. Mouth's turning down slightly as well.
Any moustache, any beard, anything?
Stubbly more, I'd say.
Stubbly.
Stubbly
I'd
tash.
say stubbly.
You're walking from me.
Sorry. That's his mannerisms, that's his emotions, that's his age. That's how he was in his day at the time before the end. Not here to scare you, I'm here to give you what spirits are doing. Right, okay. Okay, he carries it's not a doll, he carries some type of, like, you know where people would make out of like lolly sticks? He carries some type of symbol, which is quite precious to him. I don't know if it's a little wooden carved item or something, you know, where they would just doodle. It's a doodle object in them days, but it's a craft. All right, he's not selling it for anything. Yeah. Rustling there then,
Yeah.
but that might have been the wind getting up.
Sure,
Okay.
it wasn't me doing that with my foot.
It could have been, darling. But
Yeah.
you know, if a traveller lady come up to you and said, "Lucky charm," you'd buy a crystal or something like that, we wouldn't turn them away, would we? So I feel that there would be something to go in exchange for this. Don't think it'd be coin. I think it'd be an exchange. Yeah. So a symbol that you could have this to look after your house. If you've got that, it could be your house is blessed. That's what I'm drawn to with him. I think it would have been as simple and as plain back in the day, because today with the coins that we use, this is why there's no exchange, because this is what they want. They want the coin to rule. In them days it was buying, you'd swap and sell, wouldn't you? You'd swap
A
and
lot of trade.
trade, you'd trade, wouldn't you, and barter and all that as well. All right, are you seeing over my shoulder now? Are you seeing now? Is there somebody different?
I don't know if it's just my mind or...
No, it's not your mind, darling. Somebody here.
Can anybody smell that musty smell again? Or that, like,
When musty
stale
smell
water?
comes in, that is a lower energy I feel that's coming in for the nose around.
Like a stale water smell?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Has anyone got any equipment you want to get out?
I bought mine.
We'll keep it clean, darling. We're on a paranormal night. Again, what that does, just puts the energies back in.
Do you want a massage?
You alright, your back hurting? My back was hurting in the hub. What I would think is shuffle around, switch your energies around. If you move around, yeah, move around, totally different place to where you are. That's fine, that's fine, you're more than welcome. Not forced, just swap around, yeah? Okay, don't bump into anything. All I'm just doing is just see what...
It's an awkward way round me.
That's fine. It's just
wanted to be somewhere different than everybody else.
it's just so to see if you can pick up on different things in different places. You might pick up on the same thing that you're picking up over there. Ice cold.
Can we ask for some knocking, do you think?
What?
That's
Good,
something
Louise.
my son would do.
Okay, I get it. I'm just gonna...
Hold on. Call out.
That's for knocking.
As long as it's not that number.
Yeah.
Don't ask for that though. Never ask for that.
Okay. Are you swearing at me?
No.
Okay.
There's an extra digit
right.
there, darling.
Okay.
All right, because that's not a good sign.
Okay.
Okay, because
So
that
do two.
relates down there. Okay.
So if there's anybody in the room with us, can you copy me?
You see her facing that door on the
Yeah.
left hand side, see it?
That's what I was just looking at.
See it?
Mm.
It's actually on camera. Now it looks like there's a male in a jacket, a waistcoat. See it?
Yeah.
See the waistcoat, just top left.
He hasn't got chains going across it, has he?
We'll have a look. Can you make a noise again for us? See it here.
Oh, right, yeah.
Come forward, come fully forward. Are you the chap with the smell? Are you the chap with the sensuous smell? It's actually moving.
Yeah.
His hand's moving. I would safely say there's a portal there for that to be happening. Because it's
No,
zooming
I
in and
can't
out.
hear the smell isn't
Yeah.
here at all.
See it? Can you move to the left or to the right, please? Can you come closer? Walk closer to me. Walk closer to me, please. I would be really mean and bang on the table now to make it all jump. Yeah. Can you move? Come on. Can you rattle the door? Can you?
Not outside, like in the other room.
See a lady now. Bizarre. Very bizarre.
That's just off a bit.
Got knee pain to the left hand side.
I have as well.
Have you?
Might notice it.
I've got stomach. When I get stomach, like, it's either drawing my stomach in or drawing it out. I don't know which way I'm going here.
My stomach's getting tighter.
Tighter.
Might notice it.
Oh, everyone's going to be getting off in a minute.
Can you come fully forward and work with us, please? Being pushed backwards, which to me is a no. Alright?
The meeting's going.
Come on, even if you can just bang, move something.
You move something on the table?
Take this equipment up to red. There's a red light here on the end. Take it right up. Coming in close. Felt a little bit physically sick then. Who's the person that was affecting the people in the group in here and in the last group?
Is this where made somebody cry? In this room?
Can you make you ask out for it? I'm going to close that door because I'm just.
Can you make somebody cry in this room? Yeah? Do it to a man, a big strong man. Make them cry.
I was ready for crying out there, so.
Your emotions, your mannerisms. That's bizarre there.
Did you shut that door?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just wants
Oh,
to.
it's open.
Which one?
This one.
Yeah, it's
Did you shut
something.
it?
No, it didn't fully close.
I'll say it's
I
open.
tried, but I don't want to knock the thing down. No, it's the latch. You finger.
Oh, God, I love you.
She's still like got it.
Oh, good look at that.
Yeah, and the rest of it.
Look.
Oh, Philip.
Oh, peed on the table. That's carrot. Right. I do quite usually get my hands trapped in the doors quite often. It happened last weekend as well. I had the door shut on my hand.
Do you feel that the energy that was to do with the stomach was different to other energies that you've had
Yeah,
in here?
totally
But maybe
different.
similar to the house?
Yeah, I would say yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's coming in for the nose, and I feel like that would be in the window behind me on the outside, and trying to come in from behind me again, and that's that K2's going there as well. Can you open the front door? Can you open that middle door? Keep going, Lise, you ask the questions now. It's your night, folks. Tell me to shut up.
Can you make anybody cry? Come on, you can do this.
Because I think it was, it'll definitely make me cry.
Thank you. What am I doing with it?
Eating it?
I'm wheat intolerant.
That's okay.
Oh, real.
Come on, make someone cry.
Give the mannerisms, emotions of that person. Come on, if you feel very sad, make yourself known. Keep looking at the camera there, folks. Just around there as well.
I don't believe there's anything here. Don't antagonise.
Yeah, come on.
Come on, my friend doesn't believe you're here. Can you make her cry?
It's been too quiet for anyone to be here.
I didn't yawn then. Don't yawn. Too early to yawn, Kelly.
If you're trying to come in, just come in. Just try and affect somebody here, please.
I'm going to affect one of the lads. Let's get
Yeah.
them. Come on. Can you take them on the knees? Can you put your hand on the shoulders? Can you take one of them down? Can you bend the knees forwards a little bit without hurting them?
If whoever's outside is who I think it is, come and prove it to me.
Come on, coming in. Step right into this young man here, the big strapping lad. And take anybody's energies, this lad.
Started it.
Does anyone want me to go and get the talking board? I call it that because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone all right with that?
Yeah.
I won't force anybody on it.
Please.
I've just drawn to it, fitting on the end there. Is that all right? Okay. If you can make them all pass out by the time we come back.
Questions that can only be answered
Yeah.
if it's spelled out or said.
Is that all right?
Go and sit down. Come back.
You okay? Be 30 seconds. I'm going to count. I'm not joking.
29.
Scared of the dark.
Is Maria still
Oh, it's
there?
lovely.
2 minutes.
I think she's gone back to
Right, so that's fine.
It's
Because
just
if I do ask a
yeah.
question,
Really,
nobody
really,
else
yeah.
is.
Really nice.
So they wouldn't know the answer. I don't think
Like going just looking through the window.
Is it wrong that I want someone to hide from him and scare him as he comes in?
Should we go hide in the other room?
Someone's like grab him as he comes in.
Go on, Josh, you can do it.
I'm definitely going to do it if it's what's outside of what I think it is.
Stand behind that door.
I'd let you kick
Stand behind that door when it comes in and touch you.
I will always focus on one person.
I have to do my stupid voice.
You know, lucky one. Yeah, I've
Oh,
been
you
on the
sound
other
like
end of
Clara.
it with
You know
them as
that
well,
little
so
woman in
it's fine.
not Exorcist,
Really?
Few
what is
times,
it?
few
Outside.
times, few
Yeah.
times.
It's a real feeling, isn't it?
You wanna come and play?
Oh my god.
Stand behind that door.
Oh, it's just like the cheek, I think.
It's been really tempting to just shout bang loud, like really loud, just to scare
When it goes
everyone.
really quiet.
Sort of thing I usually do. I like to scare people, it's fun.
Can I ask, apart from Gary, does anybody else have the stomach tightening or the stomach thing?
A little bit, but not much.
But you were stood near him, weren't you? So yeah.
When I was stood over there, I felt like my knee was going.
Yeah, that's what I kept feeling.
That'll probably be that old bloke, definitely.
Kept feeling like my knee wanted to buckle from underneath me.
Especially with how he was walking.
It's just waves, it freaks me out.
That's nothing. Best one, we should come along one day to when we go to Bradley Woods and I'll get
You do sound like that woman
some
out from
grunts.
podcast. The
Okay,
way she
sure.
sounds.
Let's kick you.
No.
Oh, it's a back.
to try and we'll
Right,
get
there we
next
go.
time Gary's here.
The put the glass away and washed it.
Oh, that's nice. That's you.
But when is it?
That my phone.
Yeah.
I put the light over it, you can see to move things then.
The board's been opened and blessed, and it's been closed down and blessed as well. You have to stretch over, obviously. Feel free.
What's that bit of face? Like this face.
Anybody want to move with me?
I don't know what that looks like.
I feel like
Anybody else as well?
Come on, feel free.
How do you do it? Do you do it like that? or
Whatever you want to do, it's entirely up to you. I'm not on it because
Fingertips like that, up straight up.
I don't want people saying I do it. Put it in the middle.
Yeah.
Go clockwise. How many people are on the board? I usually go around clockwise to build the energy, the way the clock goes. So there's 4 of you. Go round in 4 circles.
3, 4, there's 4 in there, yeah.
Then it's spirit. Want to see the size spider behind you, love?
Don't look up.
Try trying to sort through everything and not get spiders on you when you're scared of spiders, when you try and look for all the numbers of the session and stuff.
You want to see a 6-foot spider though?
So I don't like scaring people.
Spirit energies like to come in the room, communicate with us through the board. Please feel free. If you're drawn to anyone, can you take the glass towards somebody you're drawn to? If you're a male in here, can you take the glass to yes, please, which is here. No is there. Numbers, letters on the board as well, and goodbye. There's day and night if you're happy or sad. Use the sun as happy and the moon is sad. Fire away, ask the questions. Don't all shout at once.
Is there anybody here for starters?
That was me.
I know.
Any spirit in the room wanted to communicate with us.
Benedictine monk, would you like to come forward? I very much doubt that you knew how to spell. You can use yes or no.
We just move the glass.
Anyway.
If you're trying to get through the window, move the glass. Moving the glass isn't that.
Okay. Do you relate with the initial R? Do you relate with the initial R? Take the glass to yes, please. No is there. Come on. Use the energies around the board.
Yeah, it's twisting as well. Come on, if it's to do with R, come on.
Could you go to the letter R?
Come on, use our energy.
Are you stood behind me? Feel my energy swaying as well at the minute.
It's like it's trying to build up rather than it's built up, if that makes sense.
Come on, use our energy. Everyone in this room, use our energy. Let's move this glass.
Do you have a message for somebody? With my team, I got pigeonhole. When I get pigeonhole, it's modern day message symbol. So I always see like pigeon carrier with their little tag on. Have you got?
Try and use everyone's energy.
Have you got news for somebody here? Come fully forward and work with us. Make yourself known. Is that better? Are you the chap with the very slim stomach? Make them work. Come on. Build the energies round the board. Do you know the person that was giving us the noise of the clock before? Here.
If you can't point the glass to the person, point it to the first initial of the first name.
Come on, use all our combined energies. Let's just switch around there. Keep calling out, folks. Build it up.
Is there anybody here with us?
Because there's 5 of us now, should we do it the 5
Do one more clockwise, yeah? Just go clockwise. Strength.
Clockwise.
That's right.
There's now 5.
That's it. Do you know the person that opened the cupboards in here before? Can you take the glass to yes, please?
You don't like doing it, but I think it was like yellow one. I don't know if it says light.
I'll watch how I put this now. Do you want the red light on, ladies?
Yeah.
Or do you want the
It just
UV
looks
on?
weird, it looks like bacteria, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know them blue lights where they show all the bacteria that's in a ring. It looks like that.
Is there somebody on the board that you don't want on the board? Could you spiritually take their finger off? If you take the glass to somebody you don't want to talk to. Come on, I just need you to start working with us.
Come on, I know you're here.
Oh,
There's somebody in
I
there.
didn't
Sorry,
know
Chuck.
you was gonna go.
I was just, yeah, it's funny, yeah.
And don't forget, use the one with the hot. And then you,
One of the
Took your
males
coat
put
off.
fingers on, finger in.
Right.
yeah. So, just
What does that mean?
it was just basic, nothing doesn't mean anything. What it means is, it was, when my guide was telling me that somebody was on the board
Yeah, we're
that
back to
didn't need to be on the board.
Which is me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, and then you took your hand off. That was fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Got a
mean
man
anything
now.
in
Use his energy.
specific.
All
Alright.
right. Says strength. Is it because it was because you were weaker later on and too weak?
Come on,
Go
I
back.
can feel you moving now.
Go back in
Yeah.
time when you was much stronger, please. A year or two, 5 years, 10 years. It doesn't matter. Use a combined strength. You've gone really
Is it you want
sick.
to talk to?
Who's breathing? Is that you breathing really heavy? It is. Yeah.
Darth Vader here.
That's my nickname for when I'm on my nag.
When you're on your what? Sorry.
Nebulizer. Darth
Alright.
Vader and Puff the Magic Dragon because the steam comes out the holes. Come on, I know you can hear us laughing and joking, but we do take it seriously. Try and build up all that energy and use us all.
Can you kick a door open as well? One of the 2 doors for me. Have you? If you want to take the lady off with the hot flush, that's fine. Just take your hand off Ange. Is it Ange, isn't it?
Janice.
Janice. That's
Same as
okay.
my mum.
That's fine. Just see where we're going. Remember what I asked for? If it was like, just see where we're going.
Do you want some more men on there?
All men. Tip the glass over if you want all men on there. My back's killing at the bottom. Arching me back. Who else is aching?
Yeah.
I
That
feel like
turn that way a bit.
Come on,
Turn.
flip the glass for me. I know what that'll
Is that because
mean.
you want all men?
Do you want all men on there? Do you not want to communicate with the women? Yes is here. Sorry, no is there. If you would like all men on to communicate with you, take the glass to yes, please.
Yeah, it is fine, Reece.
Come on, bit stronger, faster. Stronger, faster. Come on.
Come on, you can do it.
it's, Yeah, it's kind of
It's like-
jiggering.
yeah.
Yeah, when it's twisting as it's
Yeah.
doing it. Which is why I keep wanting to take your fingers.
Oh, that moved there, or was that you guys?
What?
No,
It
doesn't
looked
look
like it jumped.
Come on.
It's kind of jiggering. Yeah.
Can you give us a year you're from, please? Use the numbers to give us a year. Is it 1650s we're looking at? Not my device, that.
Oh my. Sounded over there.
Not to do with me, that. Is it 1650s, just yes or no? Come on.
Second time.
Come on, faster. I'll ask us to switch round
I'm
in a
bored
minute.
now. Come on.
We do respect you. Thank you. Is it 1650s? Yes, no. 1650s. Look for it stronger.
Whoa.
1, 6 or 5. Come on, folks, you'll help me.
5.
165.
But is it just
Oh.
what you said?
But why would it do that?
Because you said 1650.
But what's it just spelt out?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering whether it is or whether it, because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Well,
Have you got something to tell somebody?
Whoa.
Oh.
the also as well. Go back to the middle of the board, please. I've written 1650 down on that board in the kitchen.
See, that's my, yeah.
You happy with that, young man? Okay,
How do you know it's male?
because I'm going to tell you how old he was when he passed.
Okay.
All right.
Can we ask him? Rather
Well,
than
I'll tell you
tell
what.
us?
No. I'll whisper it to somebody else,
Okay.
and then I'll ask him to show it. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, say it again. Sorry.
Oh, come on, clean your ears out.
Do you want to sit down?
You get that?
I think I got that.
Right, just bear with me. Could you give me the number of the age that you passed, please? Could you show us, please, approximately? Good, Arno.
Might be good.
Okay,
36.
okay. Can you say the number?
I thought you said 32.
I did say
Oh, there we
32.
go.
I don't mind being 4 years out.
Okay.
From 1650s, I'm seeing a chap. I'm 4 years out. Okay?
That's
Go
brilliant.
in.
Is that all right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you think about the information
We
that
got a
you've just
message for
received there.
somebody here.
Is the message being passed through you rather than from you?
That's 2 questions.
Yeah.
Sorry. Does somebody want to rephrase it or something different?
Is the message from you?
No.
Can you spell out who the message is from, please?
Would you be able to give us
We'll
his
find out
name?
who it's for first.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Who, is it somebody on the board who is touching the glass that you want to give the message to? Is it somebody off the board you wish to give the message to?
Yes or no?
Okay, it's nobody in this room.
Is it a general message for everyone? Yes or no?
Come on, where you gone?
Still there, don't worry. Okay?
Just thinking.
I'm going to ask a question. When I walk back in with this equipment that you're using now, do you know who made the noise in the stable as I was walking across? Massive big clunk click. Boom boom. Did you hear that? Ask a question.
Can you tell us your name?
My guide's being cheeky. And do you want me to tell you what my guide actually said then? Like a pirate. Wow.
What's your name?
Ask him if there's a link with the boat.
Is there a link with the boat?
Why have you gone quiet? Come on.
Are
Is
you?
there- Sorry.
It's okay. Are you shocked that I can see you? Are you quite taken back that I can see you? Yes or no?
Yes, it's top left, right is top right. Right is top right, no is top right. Sorry.
Spell your name.
Don't think you can from them days.
Um,
The
Jack comes to mind, and I don't know why.
That's fine.
It's
Do
just
you relate with the
popular.
name of Jack? Yes or no? Always give what you're given. I'm drawn to as well, and I will give this. I'll ask again. Do you relate with the name of Jack? Do you relate with the initial J?
But not fully.
My right side was freezing.
Bonus.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Are you hiding from somebody that was making a noise in the far end of this land? Have you just gone quiet because you're aware of somebody else on this land? Yes or no? I do feel he's hiding at the minute.
I was just going to say, are you hiding?
Yeah.
Because it's slightly movement,
Yeah.
but not a lot, so it doesn't make
You've
me
gone
feel like it's
quiet.
still
Are you
there.
hiding? Have we got to be quiet and keep your secret as to where you are? Fingers sliding. So do you want us to be quiet for a minute so nobody finds you?
Mm. There we go.
Oh,
Playing now. Go
Or is
on.
it building up?
that's the
Yeah,
deal. Okay.
yeah.
Use our energies.
I asked a question in my head before the glass moved, and the question in my head, do you relate with the initial? You gave J and I had R before. So I'll ask the question, do you relate with the initials JR or RJ? There we go.
J.
What's your next initial?
I've got shivers
There you
down
go.
the-
So remember
Oh.
20 minutes ago when I was picking
Junior.
up the initial?
Oh, I've got
R.
shivers all down
Is
me.
it junior?
Okay, so it either relates with J and R. Okay, remember when I said earlier I was picking the initial up R?
Come on, keep using our energies to charge.
And was Gary right about the monk from the 1200s with the object of wood? Yes or no? Thank you. Oh, come on, come on, yes or no? Thank you. So there's two areas that you've got through. Do you know of any more modern spirit energies in and around us at present? Let's say somebody else shout a year out. Come on, first year that comes to your head.
1670.
Right, we'll go with one. Give us a stronger name. Go on, number year. And what?
1970.
Is any spirits here from the 1970s? There you go. Well done. And you're giving them years as well. Go with the other year that you was given, darling. Whoever.
What's the other one?
1670.
1670.
It was in Aussie.
16.
What was buzzer?
6. Go on. 16. 7.
That went 1760, so I wonder whether it's got confused between 6 and 7.
That's fine. We're all on the right lines, though. I'm going to give you the number of energies and spirits that's in and around this little abode. And I will whisper it. Who to? Who wants me to whisper down the ear? It's okay. Are you with anybody yet, darling?
Yeah,
That's
it's
all right then.
behind me,
That's all right.
yeah.
I'll behave myself. I don't want a black eye. Right. Okay. I'll give it to Trevor. This doesn't sound right, but I will.
That's
No
my
tongues.
husband.
Okay.
Okay.
You got that?
Yeah.
Can you go to the number of spirit energies that's in this little abode for me, please? The number. Go on, do it again. Properly. 5. Do it again. The first one, the first number. Okay, 5. Okay. How many outside the wall? How many outside the wall watching me? Okay.